It's safe to say that I test a lot of makeup here on my channel. I love testing makeup. I love ooh, you know, I love getting my hands dirty and testing things so you don't have to. Spilling the tea, telling you the goss, all that kind of stuff. And sometimes I give things a bad review. I am not scared of giving products a bad review, but you know what? Sometimes that bad review is unwarranted. Oh, I know, sometimes even I am wrong. I know. A lot of these things I gave like meh reviews. Some of them I did give pretty bad reviews, but this is like an enemies to lovers pipeline. I really didn't like these products or wasn't really fussed about these products, and now I really, really enjoy them. I think it's really important to share when I change my mind about a product, especially if I'm talking about makeup and reviewing makeup so actively on my channel. I want to make sure that you guys know the latest goss in my mind about my collection. But just before we do jump into the video today, guys, if you have not already, definitely like and subscribe because it would mean the world to me. I love bright, fun, colourful makeup. Today I'm wearing the Beauty Bay Desert Haze eyeshadow palette. This was a get ready with me from a few days ago, so if you are interested in seeing this, then definitely go back and have a look. And also subscribe for more future colourful makeup looks. Okay, so I'm gonna jump into it. So the first product that I want to talk about is the Urban Decay Hydromaniac foundation. This is a foundation I bought when I was very, very self-conscious about, you know, all the 10 bazillion fine lines that I have at the age of 23. I went through a phase where I was very, very insecure, and I thought that a lower coverage foundation might hide my fine lines a little bit. Yeah, I know. I know. I used to get filler. I used to be very, very insecure. I went through a phase, let's say that. Now, I almost traded one insecurity for another with this. So before I would wear very, very full coverage foundations. That's still my comfort zone now. Very full coverage because I do suffer a little bit with acne. It's definitely a lot better than it has been recently, but I do have a few breakouts on my jawline here and a few on my cheeks. But before, when I bought this originally, I had severe cystic acne. This ain't gonna do anything for that. This ain't gonna do anything for that. This is a very, very light skin tint. This was like the skin tint before skin tints became popular. And obviously my acne loved this. Oh, my acne loved this because my acne was loud and proud, and I really hated it. Yes, I'd kind of got rid of the like fine lines that I thought I had. Like, Caitlin, come on, like, stop. But my acne was so on show, and it made me feel even more self-conscious. So I either had my acne or I had fine lines. The trade-off was interesting, to say the least, and this sat in my drawers for years being completely unused while I tried to get my acne under control. Now I actually do mix this with a different foundation every single day. This is a product that I'm trying to project pan, and you know what? I'm probably about here. I barely have any of this left. I say every single time I update this in a project pan, this month's going to be the month. This month has to be the month that I finish this product, and it never is. But you know what? This month is the month. I know I say that all the time. This month has to be the month, surely. This is the foundation that won't die. I really like this. I am wearing it today mixed in with a different foundation. It is slightly luminous, but it's not glowy. I feel like glowiness has kind of gone on steroids recently. Glowiness has gone a bit too far. I like this because it's slightly dewy, but mixed in with the other foundation that is matte, it just gives me a slight sheen, which I am more comfortable with. I really, really like this. Even on its own, now that my acne has calmed down, I really like this as well. I'm definitely not a skin tint girl, don't go that far, but I definitely don't hate this anymore. Next was a product that I didn't hate this when I first tried it, but I was pretty indifferent to it, and now this is probably my favourite concealer ever. This is the Girls Crush Water Concealer, and this has some magic powers, I swear. This is in a league of its own. This is so beautiful. I'm surprised this has not been finished. This for spot concealing. Mwah. This has, and I've said this before, it has like a film in it, not in a bad way. You know how some concealers make your makeup look like you've got a film on your face and it's like, ugh. This is a good film. So I pop this on a breakout and then with my finger, I just tap it into my skin. And you know how it's so annoying when you put a concealer on your breakout, you blend it into your skin and then it just like breaks apart and the spot's still there and you're like, what's the point? This makes like a film over it where like it's protected and it's covered and it is not going anywhere. This for spot concealing is the best thing I have ever used in my life. Honestly, that is not an over exaggeration. If you have a lot of acne and if you really want to cover it up, but no matter what you do, every concealer just doesn't work, try this. I do have a discount code down below. You can get a little bit of money off and it is just incredible. It's from C Beauty Mall. I think my discount code is CAITLINCOSTELLO. I don't know, I'll pop it on screen now, I'll link it, you know the drill. I think this is magic in a bottle. It is so good, and I didn't know for the longest time because I only use this under my eyes, and it's a fine under eye concealer, it works, but it's not mind-blowingly amazing. As a spot concealer, this is everything I dream about. I love it so much. It is beautiful. I would 100% recommend. 100 bazillion%. Okay, next we have some cheek products. We have quite a few cheek products. So let's start with the product that inspired this whole video. This is the Pastel Roses Moon Dust Highlighter, and I gave this quite a bad review. This is a very, very thick product. This isn't one of those very smooth skin-like highlighters. This is a highlight to end all highlights. This is thick. She's thick. And that kind of scared me. That really kind of put me off this a lot. And I did have some words to say about this. I'm not gonna lie. I did kind of think, oh, this is a bit too thick. This is like an eyeshadow. It's thick, and for the longest time it was in my makeup drawers. I didn't use it because I thought I didn't like it, and then in my full face of British makeup brands I tried this again. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Mwah. I'm so sorry. This is insanely glowy and amazing. You need the tiniest amount. Don't do what I did at first. I like loaded my brush up and I highlight was just all over my cheeks. I did learn on the second cheek, just tap and go. This is so blinding. This is probably one of the most blinding highlights I own. Would I like it to be a bit thinner? Like, yes, I would. I would love for this to be a bit more of a thin, in the skin kind of formula, but it's not. It is stunning. I'm so sorry. It's really beautiful, and I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I don't know what I was on when I first tried this. I just don't know. But yeah, this is amazing. I love this so much. The Pastel Roses, you can get 20% off with code CAITLIN20. I think it's gorgeous. And I owe it a big apology. This definitely inspired this video because this is like my newest enlightenment, I guess I could say. This is my newest product that I think, oh, I was wrong there. I hold my hands up. I'm not scared of being wrong. I was wrong about this. Next is another cheek product. I bought this out of curiosity. You know when you're curious about something and then you buy it and then you're just scared of it, so you don't use it. This is the Girl Cult Mood Blush, and this is a cream blush, which I mean, I don't like cream blushes anyway at the best of times, so why did I buy it? Don't know. This is such a deep product in the pan, but on the cheeks, it is a really nice, natural, mauvey blush. I just wanted to try it. I mean, the packaging, first of all, is so stunning. It's so unique. I love this so much. It feels heavy as well. And I bought this and I was like, yeah, I'll try it. And then I never tried it. And because it's a cream product, I always used to think I have to use this before I set my makeup. Now, I'm a creature of habit. I set my under eyes as soon as I put my concealer on, and then I instantly forget about every single cream product that I had to try. I instantly just forget. So this was just in my drawers for the longest time because every single day I'd sit down and I'd think, I need to use that cream blush. And then it's like muscle memory. I set my face and then I'd be like, oh well. But then one of you guys said that this actually works as a powder and you can put it on top of setting powder. And so I did that one day and now I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. This does not break up your foundation or your powder or anything like that. It is quite a dry cream. It is like rubbing paper almost. You know how creams are normally like really like hydrating and like mushy? This isn't. This is like a cream to powder formula. It is so beautiful. And now that I know I can literally just go in as I usually would with a blush, I love this even more. I was so curious to try this, and a part of me, even when I got it, was like, oh, I know I don't like cream products, but I really want to try it, and I'm really glad that I did. This kind of feeds my like gothic fantasy. This feeds my like fantasy self, kind of me. Like, I think I'm like in the middle. I'm very neutral when it comes to, not my eyeshadow obviously, but like I'm not like alternate, but I'm not really clean girl. I think I'm somewhere in the middle. This really makes me feel like cool and edgy, and I really love it. I think this is a really beautiful product, and now that I know I can use it on top of powder, I love it even more. Okay, let's talk about another cream product. I am kind of notorious for hating cream products, and everything cream I just don't really like, but this is from the Glowhub, and this is the Buff Blush in the shade Peach Tea. This, I wouldn't say I love this, but I definitely hate it a lot less than I did before. This is another product that I can actually wear on top of powder, which is brilliant. This is such a vibrant summer shade, and I love that. I actually dab a brush on top of this and then put it onto my cheeks, just as usual. I feel like when cream products first started coming out and started becoming popular, they couldn't be used on top of powder, and that's why I hated them so much, because they broke down and I think I hadn't been informed that the formulas had improved, and that now cream products are coming out that are a lot more versatile and that you can actually use in those ways. So I've learnt my lesson with this. This is so vibrant. Like, look at that. That's yeah, that's intense. It's really pigmented as well. I wouldn't say that this is like one of my favorite products of all time. I'm definitely not jumping for joy about it, but I definitely like have more of a tolerance to it. I definitely like it a bit more than I did before, and I think that's why I wanted to put it in this video. We're not lovers. We're like acquaintances bordering on friends, you know. We're not there yet. We've got a lot of, you know, a lot of character growth to go yet. But the fact that this doesn't break up my foundation and that I can use it in my routine, I really appreciate that. And now that more cream products are coming out like that, I'm not a lover of cream products, don't get me wrong, but I'm not a hater of them either. Oh, can I say that? I'm a whole new woman. What can I say? I did get this sent to me in a mystery box, so it's not like I went out and bought this, but I'm kind of glad that we met. You know, it's a slow burn. It's a slow burn. Okay, another cheek product. This is from GoGo Tails. This is the Natural Charm 3-Dimensional Shine in the shade Sweet Diamond. This I used to really hate because it didn't give me much. However, I've learned that we need to work together, okay? It gets a lot of hard pan very quickly. Hard pan is so annoying. I'm sorry, it's so annoying. However, once you get past the hard pan, it's a really nice, very fine glitter. I can't show it to you on camera properly, but it's such a fine glitter that it kind of just looks like a glow from within. It is so pretty. It's got a slight blue hint to it that you wouldn't really see unless you were really looking for it. The hard pan is annoying. The hard pan, I'm still not a fan of. But when I first tried this, I feel like I had to break through the first layer in order to get it to work, because I put this in a Project 10 Uses and I fell in love with it over that project, and that's why I love Project 10 Uses. It's like a little matchmaker. I think this is really gorgeous. This is something that I don't have at all in my makeup collection. Just super fine, sparkly, glittery bits that are so beautiful. This is on C Beauty Mall as well. I do have a discount code, so again, it will all be linked down below. But I think this is really stunning for a glam that maybe doesn't call for like the most intense, crazy, like wow highlight, but still something glittery, still something beautiful, still something a little bit like, ooh, you know. I think when I tried this, I was so used to the normal highlights that I kind of shrugged this off because it was different, but I just needed to get to know her a little bit. I really, really like her now. Hard pan, stop it. Like, stop it. But I know how she works. You know, I know she's worth the little scrape, and I think she's bloody gorgeous. I love it. And then finally, for cheek products, I do have a few more little eye products to talk about, but this is the Nars Exposed Cheek Palettes. So this was lovers to enemies to lovers. Yeah, we've been through the wars together a little bit. This I lusted after for the longest time because of the packaging. Then I got my hands on it, and it just wasn't worth the hype, but then I've kind of started liking her again. You know when you lust after a product for so long, and then when you buy it, you're kind of like, it wasn't worth it. It was better in my head. I mean, the packaging, I bought this for the packaging. Sue me. Hello, I got it for the packaging 100%. Then I used it, and I'd never used a gelée formula before. This is a kind of gelée, thick, creamy formula. And I'd never used one of those before, so I was like, why is nothing getting on my brush? Like, this is so bad. Why is nothing working? You need a dense brush. I've learned that now. And now that I've learned that, obviously I have pan on this bronzer, which I use all the time. Now that I've learned that, now that I've kind of, you know, I've gone through the course, we've learned together. I really like this. These three shades are not my shades at all, this little L on the corner. But then these three, I really, really like. A part of me wants to put these three in a Pan That Face palette. I think that would be a really, really good shout. Because, I mean, I already have pan on this. And then these two, they're really, really nice. I do feel like a lot of products need a bit of a learning curve, especially when you've never experienced anything like it before. And this was definitely one of those. If it wasn't for the packaging, I would not have bought it at all. Like, Nars used to be, I think, can I say this? Nars used to be packaging central. Packaging is absolutely amazing. Packaging is the experience. I feel like they've gone a little bit boring recently, but yeah, if this wasn't for the packaging, I would not be anywhere near this. I really, really like it. I kind of wish it was two separate palettes, like these three for light skin and then these three for dark skin. That's something that I don't like about face palettes. I don't buy a lot of face palettes anymore because there are always shades that just won't work for you. I really like the idea of having a light face palette, a medium face palette, and a deep face palette, just so that everyone is included, but also no one's buying half a palette. You know what I mean? I really, really like that kind of aspect of things. I don't know. Let me know. What do you think? Okay, let's talk about some eyeshadow products. So the first one is the Pastel Roses Crushed Diamonds Quad. This is quad number 2. And many of you will know I'm not a pink girly. I just don't like pink. It's absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I just don't like pink. And so this was neglected for the longest time. And then it went into a 1 week 1 palette. And I fell in love. I incorporated this with a lot of different palettes that I was also working on. I incorporated it with my Pan That palette, with my Pan Those eyeshadows. This shade here even has a bit of a dip in it, which is crazy. I was not expecting to fall in love with this. I love it. I love it. I'm still not a pink girl. It's fine. It's okay. But this blew me away. It's a 4 shade palette, so you really don't think much of it. You really don't think that it's going to blow my mind, but it really, really did. And I'm so glad that I put it in my 1 week 1 palette, because otherwise I would still be sat here being like, yeah, it's fine. I don't know, it's pink, whatever. This is so versatile. This shade up here is almost like a neutral, slightly pinky leaning shade. And I really appreciate that because it's kind of like a beginner's pink, you know, it's a beginner's pink. And that's why it has a dip in it so much, because I use this shade in every single look that I did in that week. It's a really nice, like understated, pinky, champagne-y shade. And I am obsessed. I'm obsessed with it. It is so pretty. And I am baffled. I gave it not a bad review. I didn't give this a bad review because the quality, I already knew the quality was brilliant. However, I always said like, oh, the colour story just isn't for me, like, oh, whatever. No, I was wrong. This is beautiful. I love this so much. The whole Crushed Diamonds quad collection is, I think, my favourite release from the Pastel Roses ever. I just think it is absolutely genius and stunning. It is so user-friendly. You've got your deepening shade, your transition shade, 2 shimmers that you can choose from. All of those palettes are the same, apart from the iridescent-y one. So good. You've got your pink one, there is a warm tone neutral one, and then a cool tone neutral / purpley one. Amazing, beginner friendly, great quality, really cheap, especially with my code CAITLIN20, not affiliated. I don't earn money from that. That's just for you guys. So stunning. I'm so sorry. I feel like I need to apologize to this as well. This is beautiful. Sorry. Last but not least, this, I didn't hate this. I never hated this, but this had a little bit of a learning curve. And again, it's one of those products that you just don't really know what to do with, and this is from Essence. This is the I Heart Extreme Blue Crazy Volume Mascara. I love the idea of blue mascara, and then when I actually got one, I was like, oh no, like what do I do? But I've really been enjoying it. I normally only put this on the lower lashes because I do always wear my big crazy falsies, so putting them on the upper lashes, it's gonna get drowned out anyway. So I love putting these just as a pop of blue on the lower lash line. If I'm doing either a taupe look or a blue look or even like a yellow look, it would just look so good. This is an extra layer of creativity. I'm so used to, you do your eyeshadow and then the creativity kind of stops. Like, yeah, you can be creative with like false lashes, but that's kind of it. This is the only colourful mascara that I have used, and there was definitely like a build-up process. Like, I had to kind of build myself up to it. I had to be brave, okay? I had to be a big brave girl. But now that I actually know it and now that I've used it a good few times, I really love this. As I said, it's just that extra something. It's that extra little layer of creativity, and because I have blue eyes, it really goes so well. And this was sent to me by Marley in our little mystery makeup swap, and I really like it. It's such a nice product. Something a little bit different. I know a lot of brands are doing more colourful mascaras nowadays, but I've never ever tried one. This was the only one that I've tried, and I'm so glad that I own it. Is it a product that I use every single day and that I just reach for all the time? No, it's not, but I like having the option to use it, and I like having that extra little creative outlet as well. So here we go. These are my little enemies to lovers makeup products that I used to hate and now I really love. Let me know, is there a product like this in your collection? I would love to know. Maybe you'd love to know it the opposite way, products that I used to love and now I hate. Let me know down below because I can definitely do that for you guys. But this is it. This is where I'm gonna love you and leave you today, guys. I hope you have an incredible day. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye bye.